Morning all, nice chilly morning today. I'm just heading off on a easy cruise today, so we're pretty much going to ride lake to sea, Taupo to Edgecumbe, have a coffee and come back. It really is just a cruise, but we still get to ride some gravel roads. So we're going to ride from Taupo to Rainbow Mountain. We turn right, which sends you off to Murupara, and about 5 k's up there we then turn left heading towards Rerewhaikaatu, and we ride straight through Rerewhaikaatu to where the old little village used to be, turn left and follow that road, and we end up in forestry on a gravel road, and that will take us just about all the way through to Kawerau, and then it's just a gentle cruise on back roads to Edgecumbe. We might do a little bit of exploring, but really I'm just going to go over, catch up with a mate. It's absolutely a stunning day. So it's beautiful here in Taupo, so it'll be just as nice at the beach. We will probably head to Thornton's beach somewhere along Matata, have a look, and then we'll either come back the same way we went, or we'll head over the back, and there are a few more gravel roads, but you end up closer to Rerewhaikaatu. So we'll just see what the day brings, but it is a gentle ride, but it's a beautiful ride. So I'm going to go and top up, and we will catch up a little bit later on. So just coming up on the first turn off, so this is at the foot of Rainbow Mountain. So we are heading off towards Murupara, but we only go about 5 k's or so down this road, and we'll turn left heading towards Rerewhaikaatu. So we'll be there shortly. So just cruising along country road now, and it's a real country road. It is exactly where I'd rather be riding. Get off the main highways, a few nice little windy bits. For this area, you just about call this rush hour, but we'll just keep cruising along and enjoying it. Good chance to talk about how this bike handles on the road. I just can't complain about it. The setup is really good. That 17-inch back wheel seems to be planted really well. It still does well off-road. Compared to my road bikes, which I don't have anymore, it handles pretty well. Not as good, but you wouldn't expect it to either. And the tyres that I went with, TKC 70 front and 70 rock on the back, is a real good compromise, I think, for riding on the road and off-road, because no matter what, you've got to ride tarsal to get to where you're going, especially around the area that I'm in. You generally ride in 40 minutes to an hour on tarsal to get to where I want to be. But these haven't made a huge difference compared to the original tyres on road, but off road they've made a real big difference. So nothing wrong with the original tyres. And they did handle off-road fine, but they just didn't give you the same confidence that these ones do. So yeah, pretty much where we are now, we've just gone through Rerewhaikaatu village, and we will be following this until we hit the middle road. Right, we're just coming up to an intersection here, and the gravel is not too far past us, so I just want to point this out. So from here to stay on a public road, you need to go straight through. And if I look left down there and right that way, that's what's called the $1 Million Highway. That is not a public road because it has the big trucks with the full length trees on them. That pretty much comes out in Kawerau. So just be aware that's not public and it's not a safe road to ride. So here we go, here's the start of the gravel. I'm just going to take a look at the Ks. So 91 Ks to get to here. I'll be interested to know how far the gravel is. We'll find out at the end, but we'll see if we can find any other roads to explore as well, but not really the purpose of today. And as you can see, there is traffic on this road. Majority of the time you're probably going to find that it's forestry workers or hunters. And it's pretty cool running right beside a railway line, and it would be really awesome, and it would actually add some good footage to this if the train went by as well, especially being so close. Here's hoping, but probably unlikely. So here we are, we've just come off the gravel back onto the tar seal. 116, so we were roughly 25 Ks. Just going to slow down so the wind's not too bad. So roughly about 25 Ks of gravel, and it was nice gravel, and as of everywhere you go, there are definitely some roads to go exploring, but I'm really not sure about permits and what you can and can't do in that area. On the way back we might actually go to Murupara through that gravel road and then come back through Whirinaki Forest, which is an awesome ride, just to see how we're going time wise. But we'll switch this off and we'll put it back on when we come up to the Matapihi Dam. Right, I'm just back on Matahini Dam, so I've had a really good rest and catch up with a good mate in Edgecumbe. We had a coffee from Manna Cafe, which is spelled M-A-N-N-A, and an absolutely beautiful coffee. Couldn't have got a better one from anywhere else. Now I think on the way over I might have referred to this as the Matapihi Dam. Alright, wrong one, it is the Matahina Dam, I think. Probably still got that wrong, but I get most things wrong anyway. So we're heading back, but when we go back, instead of turning towards Rerewhaikaatu, we're going to carry on straight to Murupara, which will be a gravel road, and take that through to there and then continue to Minganui and come back through the Whirinaki Forest, which I've ridden before, and that'll take us all the way through to State Highway 5, Napier to Taupo, and will be about from that point on will be about 40 minutes from Taupo. So we've got a probably good 2-3 hours of riding yet. So longer than what I planned, but hey, it's a beautiful day, so just figured, why not? Right, I think this is recording. Changed my plans again. I'm just slowing up because I'm on an open road so you can hear me, but originally I was going to go back the way I came and then take a different turn on the gravel road and get to Minganui, but decided to take the Tarsiel to Minganui, because from Minganui through to State 5 native Taupo there is a lot of gravel. We're just getting a little bit later in the day, so original plan was a real short ride to Edgecumbe and back. It's been such an awesome day, so we've changed our plans. They keep changing, they might change again yet. But this is a beautiful bit of road, so this runs from pretty much Kawerau, Galatea area and goes through to Mirapara. And it is one of those nice country roads. There's not a lot of traffic. I'll just slow up again so I don't know if you're hearing any of this. It's well tar-sealed. It's a good road. There's no surprises. It's nice and windy in places. So yeah, good option. Still not our favourite. It's not gravel or dirt, but I must say, I've been really enjoying it. We'll probably start this again when we're in Minganui, ready to hit the gravel. Hopefully, anyway. Alright, here we are, just pulling into gravel roads, Whirinaki Forest Park. I'm going to come down here a little bit because there's some mountain bike tracks down this way that I just wanted to have a look at the car park and see how far in they are, because I've never ridden the tracks here. And I should have, because it's really not too far from Taupo. And then we will get on our way and we will pretty much ride this road all the way through to naked Taupo road. This looks like this might be the mountain bike tracks up here. Walking tracks, mountain bike tracks, Whirinaki recreation. Right, let's have a quick look. Mountain bike tracks. Well, this looks like the start of the tracks. Wander up here, see what those signs say, but poison drops, walking tracks, mountain bike tracks. All through native bush by the looks. This looks awesome. So this will be an adventure for another day. It's amazing these areas you discover when you're just out exploring. Last time I came here I couldn't make it up here because they were doing work on the road, or might have been closed for forestry. But I see people out here riding them, which is awesome, if you want to see, or walking, whatever they're doing. We might pull up, have a bit of a break, check the camera batteries. It's pretty much, yeah, we're gravel from here all the way to Taupo. So we're still only a couple of minutes in, so I just thought I'd do a quick kilometre check. So we're at about 250 kilometres, or just over, so it would be probably 2 or 3 k's into this track, so it'll be interesting to see how long the gravel goes for. I'd take a wild guess at 30 to 40 kilometres. But yeah, it really is a beautiful bit of forestry. What's really interesting is the temperature's really dropped compared to what it was coming from Edgecumbe over to Murupara. I've taken a layer off at Edgecumbe. I wouldn't be too far off putting that layer back on here. I'd say it'd be at least 4 or 5 degrees colder. The sun's still shining. Again, we're just in the area that we're just got to be aware that there's other forestry users. Looks like they've been doing a fair bit of, oh, we've got a tree down up here, fair bit of cutting timber out here. There was a skid site further back, but looks like they've been using other access ways. And the only thing other than other vehicles that we need to watch out for, then the other thing is, there's some big massive potholes on this track. And because you're quite often undercover like we are now with the trees, they sneak up onto you, especially because I've got tinted goggles on as well, which isn't ideal, but it's still bright enough. So yeah, some of the holes, if you mistime them, they definitely bottom you out. A lot of them you can pick up just enough time that you either avoid them or you get the front wheel up. As long as you get the front wheel over them, yeah, they seem to be pretty smooth. So we just came to this intersection. There's still one more to go, but we'll stop and have a look at the sign because it shows you how many other camps and things you got going on here. Not sure if that comes up clear, but we've got Merakuhuia car park, Plateau car park, and Whakahunui car park. So those are all campsites. We're heading in that direction, but before we get to the campsites, we turn off. Oh, that's got to be done every now and again. And this road's been great. This gravel's a lot looser than the gravel we were on this morning. It's a nice wide road, but yeah, we have a bit of fun, but we're also cautious, especially when you're coming up the corners. You don't want to come across a four-wheel drive coming the other way that's on the wrong side, which I've had some close calls. And there's some of those big potholes. Right, we've just locked up our brakes because we were about to go flying past our intersection. So just be aware if you are coming this way, there's no signposts. The only way I can remember this is there's a real old sign, or used to be a sign. So yeah, easy to go past. So I come back around here. That's the direction we've come from. That way is the direction to the campsites. Eventually the road comes to an end. And this is heading towards Napier Taupo State Highway 5. So this bit of road through here is a lot more dirt mixed into it and a lot rougher, so it's a lot more fun, and still not significantly rough, but enough to keep you on your toes. And I've been standing long enough now that your legs are getting tired. Be careful with it. And the view's pretty spectacular too, obviously. With these cameras you can't see too much of the view, but if you don't believe me, go and have a look. It's bloody good. Oh. And man, that temperature's still coming down. It's now raining harder. I don't think I've recorded a ride yet that I haven't had some rain, and I guess that's just the climates that we're going into. We're always around forestry or mountains, and it's always a little bit different to your main centres. But I know some people don't really enjoy rain. I don't mind it on the adventure bikes and on these types of roads. I can't say I enjoy it that much when I'm on the dirt bike on a trail ride. I don't mind mud, but when it's pouring down with rain, it's really not much fun. Your goggles are fogging. You take your goggles off, it's like getting little pins in your eyes. But on this different type of riding, much more enjoyable. I think this comes down to our next crossing. At least it's a little bit more than a puddle. With a bit of a fun climb on the other side. Just to the left too, there's some big pylons that there's really good dirt tracks going up to them. Must be for their servicing or whatever, maintenance check on them. Some quite steep ones with some real rutted areas, which are definitely worth a play on. There's one. We're just not going to today. I just said that I wasn't going to ride any of these pylon tracks, but there's a ute just in front of us and we're nearly out on the road, so let's at least have a look at one. Short but fun. Actually got caught out in the wrong gear for a second, but managed to keep it ticking over. It's quite slippery. There we go, I always end up doing something that I said I wasn't going to do. Decided to go one more track. Oh, look at that. It's gonna be fun. Just need to find the right line. Yeah, that was a good climb. And we will come back on another day, probably really soon, to see where the rest of this goes. So long as I can get back onto the right track. And just over there you can see state 5, so we're nearly there. Would have probably been going back past the Rerewhaikaatu pub if we hadn't decided to do a couple of these side tracks. So that bit of gravel from Minganui through to Napier Taupo road was about 50 k's, and it was a fun bit of gravel too, nothing too challenging, but there was a couple of offshoots worth having a look at, and there's a lot more worth having a look at. So we're going to just gas it back to Taupo now, but I'll just record on the way out here. This road is really hard to find, but it is signposted and it goes straight into gravel. So I'll try and get a shot of that sign. So Puhakuta Road, that's it down there. That'll take you all the way through to Minganui. Definitely worth the ride. Right, let's just sum up the day. What a ride. About 350 k's in total, so not huge. About 75 k's of those off-road. First part from Rerewhaikaatu through to Edgecumbe, 25 k's of that, and then from Minganui through to State Highway 5, that was about 50 k's, and all good fun. And the rest of the riding, the Tarseel, was pretty good too, especially the in-between. So the start was State 5 through to Rerewhaikaatu, well used road, nothing too exciting, and the end was Napier Taupo through to Taupo. Yeah, main highway, nothing exciting, but all the Tarseel in between was really good, especially from Marapara to Minganui. I haven't been on that road for years, and it was a lot of fun. The bike itself, absolutely outstanding, and really enjoyed the windies, the on-road stuff, so yeah, can't complain. Had a great coffee at Manna Cafe in Edgecumbe with a mate, spent a couple of hours there. Yeah, good catch up, top quality coffee, and the rest of the day was riding, so yeah. And the day was a lot bigger than what originally planned. Was just going to do a there and back ride, but decided to do the loop and come through Whirinaki Forest, which I'm really glad I did because it was absolutely outstanding. So yeah, just about finished, ready to tidy up the bike. Well, put things away, give the chain a clean so it's ready for next time. And yeah, so look out for this, and don't forget, hey, if you want to see more rides from around this area, subscribe, like, chuck some comments in there what you might want to see, whether I'm talking shit or whatever. Just yeah, you don't know what you don't know, so don't be afraid to chuck some comments in there. If you want to come for a ride, hit me up, but otherwise, ride safe. Enjoy it, get out there, have some adventures, and cheers.